What's up, y'all? This is Brittnee Camelle. I'm in the studio with Blue Rocks at Crossfade Studios, and you're watching TC Productions presents Underground Sound.
Make me feel like this. Oh yes you do. And it's always around you and your friends. I got what's missing. I try to piece it together, but it just don't make sense. But I don't know how much longer I can deal with this. I used to be in love with you. I still do. Like an open window, like an open window, like an open window, like an open window, like an open window. He's trying to tell me I don't mean this, but I gotta let this dude know that I'm so serious. So I'm broken hearted thinking about where we started. I don't know how much longer I can deal with this. But I used to be in love with you. I still love you, but I'm not gonna lie, I still do, but I can't be with you. I can't be with you. You ran my love away, then I won't stay. Still breaking my heart. Breaking my heart. I'll go away, so you can really feel my draft like an open window, 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 like an open window. Steadily trying to come back, yeah, took me a while. Steadily trying to test me, but it ain't working. It's hard for me. I had to up and leave so I won't get caught up. Don't wanna get caught up, no, 'cause I used to be in love with you. I used to be in love with you. I'm not gonna lie, I still do, but I can't be with you. You ran my love away, and I won't stay. It's really breaking my heart, but breaking me away. I'll go away, so you can really feel my draft like an open window, 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 like an open.
Brittnee Camelle. I'm 22 years old, and I was born on the West Coast, moved around a lot as a child, but I'm from here, Georgia. We live in a place called Williamsburg, Georgia. If I were to explain my style of music, I would have to say it's R&B based. That's the foundation of my music. That's what I grew up on a lot of. My dad always listened to a lot of Anita Baker and I started thinking about all the other crazy stuff because he really gave me a diverse foundation for music. We would listen to Elton John, then he would take me crazy and we would listen to Steely Dan, but really like Anita Baker, Shaka Khan, and Whitney Houston. That's who I really fell in love with. That really made me just want to be a performer. Where she went elsewhere in her life, the start of her career was beautiful. I mean, no one had ever done it like her. And then Mariah Carey. So I would have to say R&B is my base, but I also have pop infused, so I can always do that pop crossover. I don't like to put myself in a box, as I'm sure a lot of artists these days don't. And people don't really realized that now music is all about bringing two different worlds together. I mean, look at how Chris Brown does it. He started off strictly R&B, but he can do a pop record any day. So yeah, that's how I would explain it. The feeling I get when I perform, that is something that I think any artist or performer can say is unexplainable. I started out being a ballet dancer before I actually got heavy into my music, and it's a rush. It's a rush that you'll never forget. Once you get into that moment, once you get into your zone, and you just feel the energy from the crowd. That's unexplainable. I would never get tired of it. Something I'm sure no one will ever get tired of. Once you learn how to be yourself when you're up there, you don't worry about what other people think or who's gonna care, who likes your music and who doesn't. That's probably the best advice anybody has ever given me, is as an artist, be yourself and don't be afraid to let the world see you. And I think that's been my biggest struggle thus far in my career, is people trying to define who Brittnee Camelle is. And really, that's left up to me. And I have to say that right now, I'm still a work in progress. So I don't need somebody to tell me who I am. That you have to be the person to tell you who you are. So that's probably the best advice I can ever be given. And I know it sounds so simple, but sometimes the most simple things are the most memorable things. So let's see. If I could work with anybody in the industry, that's a hard one. That is a hard one. But I would probably want to work with some of the really big writers out right now. Let's see. I actually hear Justin Timberlake is sick with the pen. I don't know. I've always loved Justin because he was like this just white boy with this soul, and no one had ever seen anything like him before. But I already he writes really good records. Tank, crazy writer. JQ, crazy writer, of course. And let's see. And if I could do a duet with anybody, I would have to say Chris Brown. I don't know. I guess because I'm young, but Chris Brown, I would definitely want to work with him. Let's see. The song that I feel most passionate about that I've created lately, actually is a record called Enough that I wrote with a good friend of mine, Jay Brown. And I think every woman that has been in love and been in a relationship, a long-term relationship, can relate to this, because it's about that point where you want to leave, but at the same time you can't, because you're just caught up in that love, and it's like going back and forth with the person, but at the end of the day, you know you don't want to be anywhere else but right there with them. And I just think there's so many people that can relate to that on an emotional level. So be on the lookout for that record on my next project. Which, by the way, right now I'm putting together the EP, the first body of work by Brittnee Camelle that I'm releasing, so I'm really excited. Right now the name of it is Project B, and I named it that because, like I said earlier, I'm still a work in progress, and I'm still a project myself as an artist, so I figured that my project would be a demonstration of the project. So it's gonna be exciting. I'm really happy about it. We don't have an exact date, but let's see. What gets me in the mood to create music? It just depends. I mean, wherever you pull inspiration from, there's no set time. I have to say though, in the middle of the night is like my time. I don't know why. Like it's like 3 a.m. and I hear a track, someone sings me something, or I'm working with somebody and they let me hear something, and I just have that feeling. For some reason, in the middle of the night is like the best time, or really, really early in the morning. I don't know, just because your brain is fresh and it's rested and you just think clearly. But there's no set thing. It's just you find inspiration anywhere, everywhere in life. So that's what inspires my music. Is inspiration is from all different types of life. I I have to say, love has influenced the majority of my music. What are my rituals before I perform? This is funny. I probably shouldn't say this, but I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. I have found that I just need to take one shot before I go. Like, it just takes all the nerves out, because when you're in front of a crowd that knows you for nothing and they don't even know what to think about you, you just let loose. And that's the best thing. You want to leave them with a great performance, to remember who you are and to give them a piece of you, and that just lets all the nerves out. You don't overthink anything, just go up there and do what you do best. So that's probably what I do right before the show. And then, it's a fun little fact. You can know that. And what music or who is on my personal playlist? Of late, it's been Elle Varner. Elle Varner is dope. And the Refill record really didn't it didn't grab me, but I started listening to her other music. She has this record called Not Tonight. I absolutely love that song, and it's been on replay. Alicia Keys, of course. I'm always a fan of her. People might not like the direction she's going in, but there's just something beautiful about her music. It's just, I don't know what it is, but I love the last album. What else have I been listening to? Let's see. I'm trying to think, what was the last thing I listened to before that? I have my pop too. I will say I will bump some Rihanna. I will. I like she actually has this record called Half of Me, and I thought it was interesting for her to put that out, because I think for once we kind of got less of sexy Rihanna and a little bit more of hearing her struggle, kind of with people trying to tell her whether she's making the right decision or not. She might not be, but you only see half of the story. I thought that was cool. What was my best performance? I would have to say I performed for this showcase, this upcoming artist showcase, and I wanted to do something different. So I got dancers. We put in weeks of rehearsal, and I performed one of my first records that I had ever written on, that I wrote myself. And that was the first time, and I had like an army of people. Like, I had it was just a roar. I lived for that roar. It was like, I went out there and I was like, before I was like, let me hear my Brittnee Camelle army, and it was just this scream. It was so hot that night. I'll never forget that performance. So I guess that's why that was the dopest night. And what new projects? I guess I kind of gave you a preview of what my new project is. It's called Project V. EP. Be on the lookout for it. It's going to be hot. You're going to hear very different dimensions of Brittnee, and I'm just excited to finally give you all this me and my work.
It's been a minute since I've been in this position. When you walked into my life, you changed my heart's disposition. Used to say, what's love got to do with it? Was falling apart, but you became the glue to my heart. Now I'm feeling like this is it, and I don't even have to think about it. As we grow closer, I see a future. If we're gonna be forever, I better get myself together. So I'm putting away my running shoes. The bus stops with you, can't lie, 'cause you make me wanna try to give my all, because love won't leave me alone. I tried to hide, I tried to run, you call me baby, now I'm done searching, you got me, 'cause your love won't leave me alone. So sexy, so persistent, ooh, you never gave up and let me keep you from showing me all that you are. There's something in your touch, your kiss and hug, lethal baby, drives me crazy. I can see myself having you, baby. I'm just saying it's serious. All I ever think about is it's us. Every other night I get good love. Oh, and it's so amazing. You're a dream come true that I'm never wanting to end. You're my new beginning, why I'm smiling, and it's so exciting, cause love won't leave me alone. I tried to hide, I tried to run, you call me baby, now I'm done. I'm done searching, you got me, cause it won't leave me. Baby, your love, it won't leave me alone. I tried to hide, I tried to run, you call me baby, now I'm done. I'm done searching, you got me, cause your love, it won't leave me alone. You put that pressure on me, said no, but I let you take me in your arms. Now here I am singing love songs about the way you work that magic, had to have it all in my life. And this is why your love, it won't leave me alone. I tried to hide, I tried to run, you caught me baby, now I'm done, I'm done searching, because your love, baby, your love won't leave me alone. I tried to hide, I tried to run, you got me baby, now I'm done.